Let's talk about something that's going to stretch your brain, your nervous system, and your spiritual ego all at once. Radical balance. Radical balance is the idea that everything in our 3D world, every experience, every system, every person, every event, exists within a universal, self regulating spectrum of contrast. And whether we like it or not, contrast is required for balance. Light only makes sense because dark exists. Good only feels good when we know what bad feels like. Life wouldn't be as sweet if there wasn't our inevitable transition to whatever's next after this life. The whole point of our human adventure is to experience contrast, but not to resist it, to observe it, to learn from it, and to evolve through it. Baby cheetahs are adorable, but they need to kill to live. Sometimes the kindest people suffer the most, sometimes the wrong people win, and sometimes the good die young. This is not about resignation. It's about radical awareness. Now, we're not here to bypass injustice or avoid action, but when we approach pain, unfairness, or abuse from the perspective of the observer, without getting pulled into the drama of our emotional reactions, we become much more powerful. And here's where it gets personal and deep. Radical balance doesn't just play out globally, it plays out in your body, in your energy field, in your trauma, and in your lineage. Radical balance is not about perfection. It's not about being in the center all the time. It's about knowing what you need right now and being honest enough with yourself to act on it. Now, most people confuse balance with maintenance, but you're not here to maintain. You're here to expand, to live, to feel, to act, to deepen, and to be. Radical balance is the ability to honor your needs in the moment without judgment, to embrace the seasons of intensity, creation, rest, and release without trying to force them into neat little life calendars. It's the flexibility to shift from doing to being, from output to input, from holding space for others to finally holding space for yourself. It's the deep presence required to recognize when your body is tired, not lazy, when your heart needs stillness, not silence, and when your soul is asking you to listen, not hustle harder. And sometimes balance doesn't feel like balance at all. Now, balance is not always symmetrical. It doesn't always mean equal parts of rest and effort, joy and grief, freedom or responsibility. Sometimes balance looks like hard work, or like doing what you don't love yet because you're laying the foundation for something greater. This is asymmetrical balance, the kind where alignment doesn't look like peace in the moment, but like presence in your process. So you can be spiritually aligned and still show up for the job that pays the bills. You can be on your path and still navigate contrast. You can be growing and still feel like things are out of place. Because balance doesn't mean comfort, it means expansion. The more radically honest you can be with yourself, the more honest, empathetic, accepting, and present you can be with others. You begin to recognize that every moment, even the hard ones, are expanding your capacity for aligned action. Contrast is part of your growth. Working through challenge with presence is part of your expansion. And the way you show up, even when it's hard, is the balance. There was a time I thought I was feeling a little off because of something I had done, only to realize I was carrying the stuck energy of generations of pain and resistance that weren't even mine. Ancestral grief, family dysfunction, vibrations of fear, guilt, and suppression that had been echoing through my lineage and landed in me. I didn't have the tools at first. I didn't know how to regulate it or even how to clear it. So I did what many of us do. I absorbed it. I held it. I suffered through it because I didn't want to turn off my connection to others. But embodying radical balance required me to learn something deeper. That just because we can feel something doesn't mean we have to carry it with us. There was one moment, it was a 4th of July gathering, that really shook me to my core. A casual hug, a conversation with an old friend, and suddenly I had absorbed something. It felt like a dark energy. Something so heavy, so sharp that it felt like I was being shredded from the inside out. I broke out in a cold sweat, my body started to shake, my mind went black, and that's when I learned the real power of contrast. Because on the other side of that experience was a deeper knowing of myself, a new set of tools, and a complete recalibration of what I will and will not allow in my energetic space. Radical balance means taking full responsibility for your vibration and understanding that everything in your world you've either created, co-created, enabled, or needed to experience for contrast. But that doesn't mean you're to blame. It doesn't mean you're a victim. It means you're ready to evolve. It means you're ready to clear what no longer serves you at your pace and in your time. Because healing isn't about avoiding the darkness. It's about moving through it without resistance. So if you're ready to stop absorbing energy that isn't yours, if you want to finally release the emotional weight of the past, yours, your ancestors, or anyone else's, start here. Use muscle testing. Work with a practitioner. Repattern your subconscious. Claim your right to experience this life from your own sovereign vibration. Radical balance is a practice, a frequency, a way of living that honors contrast but no longer gets trapped in it. When you truly integrate this, your inner world changes, your outer world changes, and you start to feel like you again. So if this resonated with you, please like, follow, and share. And let me know in the comments, what do you think about radical balance? So thank you for exploring these radicals with me. Keep observing, keep clearing, and most of all, find your balance. Have a beautiful day.